What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year, which lands at the end of next month, actually. So, who knows? Will it happen? Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I've pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did several months back is a collector's rare B-Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it really doesn't matter because it does have that PSA 10 potential, but I will be getting it graded at some point. Never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But, but with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which does tie with today's video, which is this. What are your guys' thoughts on the Ritual Beast archetype? And do you think that the archetype has the potential to be a meta deck once again? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new Ritual Beast support in Terminal World. So we will be taking a step back away from Phantom Nightmare for today and put our focus back on Terminal World. There are 4 new cards to talk about, and a shit ton of reprints. So, with that being said, if my laptop will let me scroll down. Okay, now I need to scroll back up. There we go. So, without any further ado, let's not waste any time and let's get straight into the video. Kicking things off, we've got Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara, which is a 1-star light psychic with 100 attack, 2000 defense, and it says that you can only special summon this card once per turn, and all 3 of its effects are once per turn. The first effect says you can discard this card immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon a Ritual Beast monster from your hand. So it's a hand trap with a normal summon. So funny enough, I believe you can commit to your normal summon in addition to your original normal summon or set. I believe that's the ruling. I'm not sure. I think that is the ruling. But But the second effect says if a ritual beast excuse me. If a ritual beast card you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your field or grave instead. So it's basically a return of the Dragon Lords, and it protects your cards from being destroyed by battle or card effect, which is not that bad. Not much else to say about that. The third effect says, if this card becomes banished, you can special summon a ritual beast monster from your deck, except another copy of itself. So honestly, this is actually not that bad. And what's even more interesting is that you actually have, ironically enough, ironically enough, the ritual beast cards, the archetype was not, I wouldn't say it was like extremely competitive, but it was more of a rogue deck, if you will, that you would only see at like locals or like YCS. It's rare that you would ever see them at like nationals or something like that when this archetype was first introduced. And with this card, funny enough, this is basically your kind of like your combo extender, if you will. So if you send this card from your hand to the graveyard, you can just automatically normal summon a ritual beast monster from your hand, which not only would that unbreak your hand, but it will also let you combo off into some of your more higher powered extract monsters, and your end board would be like what Borderlord Savage Dragon, Underworld Goddess, perhaps, maybe one of the Ritual Beast fusions as well. That's not bad to say the very least. Although I will admit, Ritual Beast, it is a bit like, oh, what's the term? Oh my god, there's a word for it. I'm trying to think of it. It's a bit conditional, if you will, where you have to take more added steps in order to make your make your board. So it is a bit weird, but honestly, Ritual Beasts, they've got potential. The problem is that potential has to be met with some of the newer excuse me, with some of the newer like hand traps and some of the newer cards that you see in today's meta, you know, cards like Spellbound and whatnot. It has to be met with the current format, and I don't think that's the case. But you never know. You never know. But next up, we've got Ritual Beast Ulti Nochu Drago, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'm probably butchering it, but it's a 7-star Lightworm fusion with 2400 attack, 1900 defense, and requires a Ritual Beast Tamer monster and a Spiritual Beast monster. So it's not generic. Excuse me. Although if you're in a mirror match, this could be a really good Super Poly target. Just saying. And it says that it must be special summon from the extra deck by banishing the above cards you control and or from your graveyard. And you can only special summon this card once per turn, and it does have 2 separate effects. The first effect says your opponent cannot target Cannot target other Ritual Beast monsters you control with card effects. Basically, it's like a barrier for your entire board. Excuse me. And your opponent can't target them with card effects, which is absolutely insane. Obviously, yes, it can. Obviously, yes, your opponent can destroy them with card effects. You know, cards like Dark Hole and cards like Geki in the like. I don't think Lightning Storm is one of them because you have to target. I think it's the ruling, but still, old school cards like Dark Hole and Raigeki and of course, Harpy's Feather Duster. Those cards can definitely wipe your board clean, but with this card, any card effect that has the term target this card, you know, target insert card here, card name here in its text, this card protects your cards from those kinds of effects, which is pretty good. The second effect is a quick effect that says you can return this card to the extra deck, then target one of your banished Ritual Beast monsters, special summon it, but it cannot attack directly. So ironically enough, you can actually target Lara. So ironically enough, you can target Lara because it's a technical Ritual Beast. So you can target Lara, special summon it, and you're able to just pop off from there because Lara is essentially a one-card combo extender, which is actually pretty nuts. Next up, we've got, I believe we have two more cards to talk about. So here's the first one. We have Ritual Beast Ulti Ray Rotari. Excuse me. Which is a Wind Psychic Link 4 with 2600 attack, and its arrows are top, bottom left, bottom right. And it requires 3 or more effect monsters. So sort of generic, but it's not really. But it says that the second and third effects are once per turn. And the first effect says neither player can tribute cards to activate a card effect. It's essentially a floodgate. This card is essentially your floodgate, which is nasty. It's nasty. The second effect says you can target one of your banished Ritual Beast cards, return it to the hand or extra deck, then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon a Ritual Beast monster from your hand. So basically, it's sort of like a tag out, if you will. It's sort of like a tag out where you can take one of your Ritual Beast cards that is banished, add it back to your hand or your extra deck, and then just automatically normal summon a Ritual Beast monster from your hand. So in a way, you're kind of like unbreaking your hand, but at the same time, if you take one of your banished cards and it's a brick, you can basically you can pretty much unbrick your hand by using the normal summon the monsters effects, and you're able to just pop up from there. So not bad. Honestly, I've never worked with Ritual Beasts before. I might have to try it out, but honestly, it again as I said before, it's a bit conditional. So, but it is what it is. The third effect says during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can target one Ritual Beast card you control and a card your opponent controls, banish them. Excuse me. So not only is this a floodgate, but it also acts as a way to just break your opponent's board, and you also get to unbrick your hand by normal summoning a monster from it. That's pretty good. This is probably by far one of the best forms of support that Ritual Beast has had in years. And if I remember correctly, I believe it's been about 9 years. I think it's been about like 8 or 9 years since we've ever had any support for this archetype, because I believe Secret Forces. I think Secret Forces was the set that introduced us to the Ritual Beast archetype. So it's been about like 7. It's been about like what, 7 years, 8 years now. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And now for the last new card is Ritual Beast Inheritance, which is a continuous spell. And the second and third effects are once per turn. The first effect says monsters your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each different type among Ritual Beast monsters you control. So in a way with this effect, it's kind of like negative fire. It's kind of like negative fire formation Tenki, but for your opponent. And what I mean by that is, with fire formation Tenki, your monsters gain 100 attack. With this, it's the opposite, because the monsters that your opponent has on board lose 200 attack. So in a way, excuse me. So in a way, it's kind of like reverse Tenki, if you will, which is not bad. The second effect says you can reveal one Ritual Beast monster in your hand, add one Ritual Beast monster with a different type from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. Again, this is basically Tenki, but for Ritual Beast. So this is probably one of the best spells that the archetype has ever had, ever. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. The third effect says, if 2 or more monsters are special summoned to your field at the same time, you can target one monster on the field, change its battle position. So, in a way, it's kind of like Zero Gravity, but you have to target one monster on the field. So, it is what it is. But now we have to talk about the reprints that will be in the set. Excuse me. And the cards and the reprints that will be in the set. You've got Ritual Beast Tamer Lara, Ritual Beast Tamer Elder, Ritual Beast Tamer Wen, Spiritual Beast Apelio, Spiritual Beast Petalfin, Spiritual Beast Canahawk, Spiritual Beast Rapengu, Ritual Beast Tamer Zephrempilica, Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyrwindy, Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda, excuse me, Ritual Beast Ulti Apelio, Ritual Beast Ulti Petalfin, Ritual Beast Ulti Canahawk, Ritual Beast Ulti Gaiapelio, Ritual Beast Kimoon Falcos, Ritual Beast Spawned, Ritual Beast Return, Ritual Beast Steeds, Ritual Beast Ambush, and Ultimate Providence. So those are all the reprints that will be in the set for the Ritual Beast archetype. Honestly, the new cards, some of them they could have been better. I think the fusion could have had a much more better a much more better effect where it acts as sort of like, where it has a sort of like an Omni Negate, if you will. If it had that with these with both of these effects, honestly, I think the archetype might have a chance of being a meta deck, but that's just my opinion. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.